it will get there with the support of an Omni Knight.
And it's a Luna last pick. We have seen Cignal Ultra pick Luna once today, and they won that one in the previous match against him on Esports.
Yeah, so the Luna gives damage and armor now, which your supports definitely don't really use that well early on. If this was like the old Luna, you'd be really happy as either a Skyra or an Undying, because it's just all the extra strength so you can pummel people and trade, or it's all the extra int so you can just do a lot of damage with your Q, with your Arcane Bolt and Skywrath. Luna has been experimenting with a little bit since the patch dropped. I've seen a few magic Luna carries. I pray to every god that exists in every religion that he doesn't do that on Nando, because I think magical Luna in this game will lose you the game.
Oh.
Although,
yeah,
the rough part is that you've picked a Luna after an Omni Knight pick. So Frisbees jumping around the fights aren't going to really do much damage once Buku presses R. They need to deal. They need to initiate. They need to actually be like proactive. I always argue it's like proactive instead of reactive. It's just easier, right? If you're the ones jumping first, you can do something straight away. Cignal have to be proactive with this Legion, and they have to always duel Omni Knight first. But we've already mentioned the Bane. How the hell do you kill the Omni Knight when you're just going to have a Nightmare bouncing back and forth between you?
that's a good point. Alright, we are getting into the third game of the series. Hopefully this one is going to be a real action-packed game for all of us. So thank you so much everyone for tuning in and support us right from the start. I believe that there are so many audience that watched our cast since yesterday, so thank you. Alright, we'll see.
Yeah, they finally tuned in to the hype combo.
Yeah.
Analytical Pigeon and Cyclops God. Here we are. Third game. Cignal Ultra getting sweaty. One game away from tears in their eyes as they will, well, maybe not be robbed of making it to LAN this time. Obviously, there was a little bit of controversy over the whole Typhoon issue they had where they couldn't play their game in the major qualifiers, but they need to step up. Right now, they don't look like a team that honestly deserves to be in contention, because Geek fam are one step ahead of them, and I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen with this mid lane with the OD.
Alright, I'm going to do some quick intro. It seems like Cignal stay in the Radiant side 3 games in a row. JMC on Razor, Nando on Luna, Ares on Skywrath, Mate, Grims on Undying, and Van on Legion Commander.
Then on the other side, Raven is going to be in that Drow Ranger role, so switching up who's playing at this time. Dubu in his support role on that Bane. In the mid, you will see Ryo playing out this OD. And then in the bot lane, Zephyr on his Rubik once more, but this time supporting an Omni Knight Cuckoo. GG Yomi coming out. All right, a little bit of talk going on in the chat. So this lane of Omni Knight Rubik should be actually pretty fine against the combo of Luna
true.
Undying.
Yeah,
because Fade Bolt, like Luna's damage is going to be so low, Omni Knight should be able to CS freely.
Yeah,
the
and with the Degen Aura, he can abuse a lot.
Yes, like the Degen Aura means that there's threat to Grims if he gets too close. Also, because you can have Heavenly Grace, any strength you lose gets just given to you by a spell, and then you can always
Trade
CS.
happening on top. It seems like Van moving toward, and Ares spamming the concussive shot.
Yeah, just exploiting that one armor drow. Concussive shot is usually the way to go, unless they have this spell. If you take Arcane Bolt, you need to rush all of these early stat items, which if you don't get the gold for from early kills, you just feel lackluster. So probably expect like I want to say a 1-2, maybe 1 build if he's going to rotate at 4. Ancient Steel is really good if you plan to rotate.
What about the mid lineup? OD, Razor. Who do you favor?
This should... usually you favor the Razor most lineups, but you've got the Astra, right? So usually you have to get pretty close to use static link. At that point, Rio will just continue to get closer to you and Astral. It's all about whether Jamesy can skirt the limits and sap away all the damage, which if you look at the AoEs on the 2 spells, you can, but he just messed up there.
Oh, Radiant Courier has been killed by Dubu. That was a good play. Risk himself to go in there.
Look at that. It's almost like you don't have to pick globally present heroes to snipe couriers.
And that's what you mentioned earlier about the brain sap to trading HP.
Yeah, it's really showing, right?
Strong,
and now he has a stick as well, because if there's one thing Skywrath hate, it's stick pickers.
Now 5 in a stick, he can just use a stick and another brain sap. But hey,
Kill,
hey,
yeah, all
hey!
picked up.
First blood.
Nice little pick off. Maurice baited him.
What's that?
What's that? That's Cignal getting a kill. I know we didn't get to see too much that last game, but they hear this game. In fact, a Cignal, like the thing I will give them is the lanes are always pretty decent. It's always what happens afterwards, and I'm really hoping this time around we see them just move beyond the laning phase, group up, and make some big plays, and just push any advantage they get.
All right.
Because this top lane should be pretty good for them. Like, as long as Skywrath doesn't get caught up the multi
Wow,
shot.
look, the multi-shot, the damage.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Did I mention that Drow is the new sniper? But you don't need level 6 to get assassinated.
Yeah, nobody picks sniper anymore these days.
Nah, they need to give him new Ags. His new Ags is terrible. It's actually worse than the previous Ags. They want to make Sniper a hero. Give him an Ags where he builds a little sniper tower, climbs up in it, and gets like an extra 1,000 range. We'll just ignore that. That's Undyings.
Yeah, that Undying.
Not learning that this patch isn't about suicide.
Absolutely not. Noisy to live.
All in all, the only one who's off to a good start for Cignal is the Razor. But you expect him to do okay against the OD.
Coming back to the lane for that Grims with the full mana ready to spam the decay.
Yeah, he just went for a long nap. He's like woken up. You know that kind of music that plays in the morning on all the adverts where it's like birds chirping. He's like, it's going to be a beautiful day.
Spamming decay on peeps. Yeah. What I do.
He picked up his buckler though on Cuckoo, so he's reduced the damage he takes from that.
Back to the top lane. It seems like some wow. And they get a kill. That was a good kill from Team Cignal. Arcane Bow in the face of that double.
Yeah, this Vayne is doing nothing here. At least he's making space for Raven to farm. Raven once again having a decent start to his game in terms of CS. We saw him accelerate the gyro rapidly. This is a harder hero to get CS early, and he's doing a great job. And another suicide coming out. Cignal really like dying to towers.
Love it. And now Grims.
Spot.
Trying to trade with them.
Yeah.
Here comes the
He
Sal.
up. I would love to see Cuckoo get his hands on a Orb of Venom. I feel like if you get an Orb of Venom, you can actually just kill Undying. Especially if you approach
on the top lane, you can't underestimate that Raven. If he comes out with another multi-shot, could die. Such a long range and damage.
Right now he's in a scenario where like he'll do this trade, but then he needs to back up. Like there's no regen on Maurice, you just need to will him down. If you hard commit, it shouldn't work. Yeah, you just use yourself. Now you know that Skywrath can't play forward because he doesn't have regen. He should have more regen coming out now, but it doesn't look like it. Just the boots coming to that lane from the Legion Commander.
Dropping. And now, here we go. Slow down with the concussive shot. Raven. It's gonna be fine. He has a pretty high HP for a Drow Ranger.
He just needs to focus on his CS. Like, there's no point trying to kill these guys because it will likely cost you your Bane every time. Bane should just be trading and accepting that an attrition win is better than getting killed.
Here comes a man for the Cuckoo. And now not looking good for that safely, dropping low, and he being chased down by Luna with 331 movement speed. Cuckoo blocking them.
Yeah. He has the Degen aura, so they can't deal with him right now. In fact, they take a lot of harassment.
Crazy Degen aura with a heal level 2.
Kind of the big frustration for Cignal, and this is why they keep deciding their heroes, is because they've taken these aggressive laning heroes that were renowned last patch as being frustrating because they spam out the spells, then they kill themselves. The difference this time around, and why these heroes are a little bit weak on the lane, is because you spam out all your spells, but then your opponent, because they have their own dedicated courier, brings out itself. They don't really care that much anymore. So all you're really doing is giving a little bit of gold over to your opponents when you suicide towers. The gold you give them is about enough to get them over the edge to buying that salve or that mango.
Yeah.
Suiciding to towers is really not good anymore. I also always argued against these people who, for example, let's say Grim starts, look bot, say he starts here, right?
Wait, on top, they fight again. What happened in this lane? Is this a TTA San Andreas or something? Somebody goes down first. It was Ares?
Yeah, Ares falls, Dubu stays alive, he'll serve up. And there you go, they're just gonna be fine. It's not working. The Skywrath, I would love to see Sky go bot and just force the Rubik and Omni now. Because
DMC walking up on the high ground, turn on his ultimate, slow down with concussive shot, gonna die for that real year. Can he do as well imprisonment of himself? Tower shooting at the DMC. At least you can get some kills. Maybe they can get one more. Skywrath level 4. Telekinesis back. Tower shooting on him 2 times. 2
One
times.
more needed.
Nice
There you
one,
go.
brain sap.
Although Ryoya did die first, so Razor still got a good trade. That was also the Science Eclipse coming out from the OD. So all in all, Razor's kind of happy with that. That does also alleviate pressure from the outer lanes, so that your Luna and your Legion Commander should be a bit more free to farm for a wave or two. It's a good move. Now that does mean Ryoya is a bit reluctant. This is always the pain of OD, right? This used to be Puck's problem as well, which is your spell that protects you on the lane is also your spell that farms, right? With the Astral compared to Illusory before. And the moment you use it, like this, for example, if you're playing Ford in the lane right now, James just walks up, he's in static link, and he dives you every time.
Oh, kind of scary, man. Listen to you. And look at that. A concussive shot on top. They're diving in for that double. So that the Nightmare. He got away this time. But hey, double is back for a little bit of brain sap. Poor man shield for who? For Ryoya.
Ooh, the farm and OD. Slap that one in.
Alright, Saver coming from the sideway. Telekinesis back. 3v2. Easy kill on Ares. Once again.
Yeah, Dubu is rarely ever going to die anymore. Because he does have the Arcane Boots online and it's level 3 brain sap. I don't really see them killing him here. They would have been better off investing in the Luna, who she's farming pretty well. Cuckoo is still getting a decent amount out of the lane, considering the pressure that's been applied to him though.
But Cuckoo has such a high experience in all tournaments, and he knows how to deal with this Nando. Up HP for Nando.
Yeah. But the point is, like, if you bring 3 heroes down here, it doesn't matter how much tournament experience you've got.
And
As
top
an
lane,
you
top
die.
lane is gonna be big fight. 3v2. Started off with the telekinesis. Here comes the multi shot. You can't run away from that. Frozen arrow as well. Just one Fateful would finish the job. That's what I'm talking about. But however, James C teleported down with a big storm over his head, but he can't find anyone. Luckily for Team Geek fam, they got away. Cignal, man.
Funnily enough, the Razor arrives, and he's not the one doing the zapping of asses. As Zephyr just proves why Fadeball is such a good down spell.
Is that
Not
the
the
problem
biggest
that
cooldown.
we have talked before about the kind of lack of the micro stun?
I don't think it's as much a stun issue as a positioning and rotation issues. I think their lanes, like, they should have switched it up when they weren't killing any more top. I will keep reiterating this. If you go bot and you play around this Luna, even though it's a different Luna Blessing now, it's not the one of old where you got the stats, which was nice before, you can still make kills happen. It's the Skywrath and Undying, like, the nuke potential, especially when she has Ancient Seal, which she does now, with Soul Rip, you could kill either Omni Knight or the Rubik. I think maybe an opportunity was missing here. And if you look at Raven now, he hasn't suffered from having 2 heroes up here. In fact, he's looking glorious. The comparison is 3.8k, 2.6k on this league.
Alright. Seems to be a really good first 10 minutes for Team Geek fam. I think Cignal might have to find a way to come back at this one. Get some Satan, get a better lane. Oh wait, look at that. Oh wait. Rubik down, but it's the first time using the Fiend Grip along with the multi-shot. It's just enough damage to kill that van. A trade between a support and a core is always not a good trade. My mom say, don't trade when you are ahead.
Why would you trade when you can just take? And that's what they'll do. Cignal will rotate top. This move should have been pretty obvious to Geek fam as we approach the 10-minute mark. I think actually Dubu could have got away with that. If he nightmared onto the Skywrath or the Luna, one of them wouldn't be attacking him still, and he maybe gets out at that point. But 1-1 a trade on the outpost, you kind of expect this. Now the Luna is stuck in this lane, she TP'd up. She still hasn't used the Eclipse though, so I'm not really sure you stick anyone but a support in this lane.
Jamesy's got a great farm. Here too, Bracer, I really like his item build that he prioritizes on being stronger in a team fight first.
Yeah, you either go for 1 Wraith Band and a Bracer or double Bracer. It's just about being tanky enough that if an early dive presents itself, you can capitalize on it. And Bracer is that type of hero that can.
Cignal just got that first tower on top. Meanwhile, Geek fam looking to trade on the bottom.
That's what's going to be. No aggression onto Raven, more farm for him. Meanwhile, how's this OD? Like, oh, look at Ryoya's farm. He's actually doing amazingly well in this mid lane. He's top of the network chart. He has almost 1,000 gold over Razor, despite what we thought was a good start from James after he forces out the early Science Eclipse.
Sorry, I missed that single kill on top.
Yeah,
Nando just
that's
opened the Eclipse for the first time and kills.
Oh, Nando. Okay,
oh.
he moves away in time. He was going to TP and Dubu was coming around. And if Dubu saw him, that would have been an instant nightmare into a kill. However, Nando might now hang around because look at this smoke rotation. Cignal have 3 heroes on the high ground. Van ready for that first duel win, wants to actually get some damage on the board. And they already know that the Drow is bot. And they know that Ryoyo is showing mid. So they should be fine to do this.
Hate life.
Basic numbers do dictate. Dubu needs to leave.
Dubu will be caught in the lane, and that's gonna be the first bonus damage to the duel. Got him. Plus 40 right now for the Legion commander. Yeah, Ryoyo moving in. I don't think they're gonna do attack on team Cignal on top. Spreads out. Raven farming.
Yeah, Ryoyo wants to get his 4-star before he fights, and by that time, Raven will probably have the Hurricane Pike. And then you feel very strong. Oh, the jelly.
Now moving
There we go.
in.
I was about to say, you definitely give it a Sky.
Heavenly Grace.
I don't think we've seen any ridiculous. Like the Iron Talon maybe is the best thing that's dropped here. I like the Royal Jelly as well, just because it's permanent gains. But there's no hero that like wishes upon the earth to have it. Like Scarif doesn't mind, but 1.3 mana regen, you're already going to burn most of your mana pool anyway. Cuckoo with the double shield though. And this is like the Sven cosmetics, right? You know the one where it's just a shield on your back and then on your side as well. The double shield. How can you possibly lose?
Man, yeah. So hard to bring this guy down. Got a Heavenly Grace, a heal, double shield.
Healing shock.
Powerful.
And now they're grouping up. They're gonna do some big smoke right here, trying to catch. Yeah, maybe trying to catch someone farming in a golden triangle here on the bottom.
True.
Going straight in.
Like it once was.
Ares in front. But before he used any single spell, he would nightmare. Now he have to retreat. Cuckoo chasing on him.
Yeah, they were a little reluctant there because they pressed the attack. They knew that if they commit a hard spell, there's just a dispel coming out from the Legion, so it's not worth it to even try for a Sky. But now they smoke up and they're in the river. It's just the 2 supports because they know that there's probably a rotation towards Raven. They could TP people to the outpost as well, and there it is.
But where's the rest of the support now moving in? This is not good for Cignal. The rest
to get out, but Van.
I like Kinesis. They got the core. They got the Legion commander. Sleep him first, waiting for the rest. And here we go with the Fiend Grip. And every single spell to kills. Raven is on dominating. It seems like everything is under control of this Drow Ranger. Meanwhile, in the middle, Cuckoo running away from Static Link. And also the ultimate of the Jamesy. They won't reach walking up the high ground.
They need this tower now, or Cignal have invested a lot in nothing. The problem is that they can't because, look, Ryo's here. And now, I'm pretty sure this race is dead.
Yeah. Not looking good. Now here, turn on the Guardian Sanctil. Tell everyone, hey man, follow me. Gonna lead the way. But nobody wanted to cross the river to the other side.
No, Ryo didn't want to commit the Science Eclipse. It would have been close. He wanted a guaranteed kill if he uses that big ultimate. But you saw the issue when Cignal went bot, right? It's just the way they disjoint is awkward is the right word, I think. Their supports TP out first, their core is the last to go, which means they know someone is likely to get caught in the rotation.
Dubu will be caught with the information fed by the Ares that he has the illusion rune. He might die in the river. But the rest of Team Geek fan moving in to help that Dubu. A heal, a telekinesis, and all this stuff. But however, it was Ryoyo instead who goes out here instead of the support. That was not a good save, actually.
They threw everything on the Dubu. They threw everything into keeping the 5 alive, and then they lose the OD like that. And he was about to hit the Science Eclipse. At least Raven comes to clean up on the Ares, though. So they can't hit this down. Outposts. Oh. Yeah, that's a mistake from Geek Fam. Off the back of that fight, they lost control of both outposts, and they get no XP at the 15-minute mark.
Lane is
a little bit sloppy.
What's it?
A little bit sloppy from Geek Fam. They just missed out on XP completely, and like I said, that kill on OD is one that most definitely shouldn't be occurring.
Yeah. Alright. Let's take a look at the items update. I'm going to show you guys right here at 15-minute mark. Okay. Item seems good for the Geek Fam side, but Cignal is not that far away, especially for Nando. He's pretty pumped up. He got Master Madness and also Yasha. That's going to produce a lot of damage for Cignal side. And
They're actually
James
getting very
is on the
close.
way to the BKB.
Yeah, I was about to say Van's getting close to the blink as well. So they're going to sync up timings again. This is really good. This is really crucial. They don't make a move before they have the BKB and the blink dagger. Because if they just go in with half, I feel like they're just putting themselves at a huge disadvantage again. It's always important that Van gets in and either duels the OD or the Drow. Either one is a prime target. And it locks them down long enough that Razor should be able to stomp the fight. Especially with the assistance of Nando, who does have a level 2 Eclipse available.
Here we go. All smoke once again is Geek Fam turn to attack on Team Cignal. Jamesy is the target. Bean Grip. Turn on the drum. Plasma Field will slow down in a bit. Oh, that was
Radiant's
so
middle tower
close.
is under attack.
Night vision.
Yeah.
This is why, like, carrying a ward at this stage is high value for a support in a gank, right? Because in that situation, he would immediately just plant an observer ward here, had the range to use the beam
Radiant's
grip.
top tower is under attack.
But
Alright, but
it's-
never mind.
It's
They're
not
just
like
gonna
you
push
say
the
something.
tower with a multi-shot.
Radiant structures
No, the glyph will
are
slow
fortified.
down a little bit. But yeah, in fairness to him, it's not like he has Aether Lens yet, so the range that you would have got, the value you would have got out of a ward there, maybe it's like a clutch moment, but it's not something you consciously think about until you have that extra cast range, which he doesn't even have the XP talent yet, or the level 10 talent for cast range rather, as he's only level 9. Which I guess is another small highlight you can look at, right? Is if they
Radiant's top
held the
tower
outpost
is
at the
under
15-minute
attack.
mark, then you have a level 10 Bane, and you probably have a kill onto a big core.
Philosopher's Stone is up.
Perfect. Give that to probably Rubik.
Vampire Fang too. And we're on.
Oh,
Radiant's top
That's
tower
really good for
has
OD.
fallen.
Yeah.
because it's lifesteal plus spell lifesteal, and I'm pretty sure the way it works is the Arcane Orb applies both elements to a lifesteal. Because the mana pool damage is the spell lifesteal and then standard lifesteal on your right
Are
click.
scanning.
Smoke
Time to
though,
fish.
Signal. They're going to be playing under vision here though, so they need to be
All
careful about how
crew.
they do this.
They might find that Odie jumping in with the duel, dropping the ultimate Mystic Flare, hit it all. 100%.
Everything for the kill.
Yeah.
Cuckoo did use the GA as well. I'm surprised he committed at that stage because it was
Dire's
very
middle
clear that
tower
his
is
teammate was
under
still going to
attack.
die. Which means now, for 150 seconds, this Razor doesn't worry about going too deep,
Dire's middle tower.
as there's no way to protect people from physical damage. Book a kill and straight into the Roche pit for Cignal. Realizing how strong they are when they find a DD on a Luna. Why not?
Go straight for the Roshan pit. Can they contest it? Geek fam. Need around like 15 seconds for OD.
Alright, everyone has been stripped of vision on that high ground now. Cheeky back and forth dewardings from both sides. Only sentries remain in the battle. Yeah, that's it. I can secure the pit. Aegis will likely go in the hands of the Razor. You could give it Luna actually, because Razor's pretty tanky now. There it is, yeah.
That is pretty
He's got the
close
clip.
call on the Roshan.
Yeah, I think you give it to the Luna because she still has Eclipse available, and also, unlike Jamesy, she doesn't have a BKB. Like, if Razor dies once anyway, you probably already have problems.
Radiant's
If Luna
middle
dies,
tower is under
you can
attack.
see how easily that can occur, right? It's like, it's a 1500 HP hero against this lineup.
And now they might grouping up and trying to push on top. They are ready to... Yeah, they got the outpost. Holding on an Aegis with a Mentor Style and Mask of Madness. It's time for a big fight.
They have vision around here, but so does the side of Geek Fam, so they'll see this coming. There it is. This
Yeah,
is the
they see
back
Geek
away
fam.
moment.
Dubu jumping on him
Dubu.
and catch at Dubu, but it was silent and everything is on Dubu to save him. Dubu almost got away, but however, they spent too much resource on that Dubu coming in once again.
Get out.
Oh, Raven pushed everyone away, and the rest of them, Safer was locked down. That might be a clumsy net. Cuckoo goes in with Heavenly Grace, trying to slow everyone down with the Degen Aura. Keep on chasing and chasing. Dubu bought back Grims as well,
Dire's
but
top
nothing
tower
much
is
happened.
No, Geek Fam, they just push it to a point where they can force the easiest buyback of their life, but no cost to them. They needed a bit more catch. It was a good snipe out on Dubu, but it was overcommitted for. Like, you even commit the Eclipse. At that stage, you know you've made a poor trade if you're Cignal, because they're not fighting into you anymore. And as a result, Geek Fam, I'd say they're kind of happy with that. Like, it's Mystic Flare, it's Legion Duel, it's buyback on both sides. Most importantly, Luna no longer has Eclipse.
All right. The itemizations of Luna is quite important. But he actually changed it. From the Hurricane Pike, he changed it into straight to a Scotty.
Yeah, I'm fine with this. Remember that part where I said she'll get deleted first if she doesn't have Nagus? Well, this is how you deal with that problem. Although magic immunity against this side is still important. This is a different OD, but it still does a lot of damage with the Arcane Orb. You should still respect it.
Alright. Time to take down the one tier 1 tower. Then Cignal try to abuse the Aegis as much as they can right here. Plasma field coming out from that Safer.
You need to be extremely
Yeah,
reluctant.
he just got Lucent Beam. Fate Bolt clear all the creep way. But I kind of wonder how they're going to start the fight for Team Geek fan because they don't have any initiator.
They need to catch the Legion. This is why they're not hard command. They have a Fiend's Grip, but because of the Legion, they press the attack. That's always the problem. This is also a big reason why Bane fell off heavily for the last patch, is because Legion Commander, Abaddon, all these dispels were so popular that it made the hero irrelevant. Especially Legion, who does have that strong dispel.
Yeah, strong dispel. Now, how that Geek fan gonna start the fight? Because last game we see Kuku playing perfect on the Sand King, but this one, Omni Knight, is he just gonna walk in like that?
It's not a hero really designed to make the big boy plays like the Sand King did, right? This one's about keeping people alive. His first GA was pretty lackluster, so hopefully that improves from here. But your OD is getting to a stage where he's almost ready to fight, and when you stick a Heavenly Grace on him, I don't really see how Ryoyo should be dying here.
No sorceries avail.
Like, look at it, he's almost got 4 stuff now, just 50 gold off. That's when you should see him start to fight. The reason he goes 4 stuff instead of Blink is so that he can either save people from the duel with Mystic Flare combo, or he can himself get away from it. After this, I would expect, like, once he has the Hurricane Pipe, to go maybe a BKB, just because you're against the Skyra. But you do, at the same time, you might feel inclined to be more greedy, because one of the big benefits of having Omni Knight is he covers you on that defensive item side of things, right? He has a Dispel. He has a way of protecting you and buffing you up.
Dire are scanning.
They bought back. They are taking the top tower and defending at the bottom tower for at the same time for Cignal.
Yep, they force him back, and that was a little bit clutch. Therefore, almost gets caught with the duel there. Blinks away just in time. Does offset aggression, and now top tower will be denied by Kuku.
Dire's top tower has been denied.
Just buying time, because this Aegis is expiring in 30 seconds. You can see how Cignal desperately want to get one more play out. Just one more play, because the Luna, thanks to that window of opportunity, is now sitting top of the net worth chart with a decent lead over the comparison, which is Raven. And we've seen what Lunas can do. You know, this Luna may have changed, but in a lot of ways, it's better now. Late game Luna is a lot stronger with the new Luna Blessing.
Alright, yeah, I can't wait for the next team fight. 0.2 K HP for that Luna, wandering around. And now it's run out of the Aegis. Maybe it's time for Team Geek fan to consider some smoke ganks.
Mid? I think, no.
But like I said, it should be hard for Team Geek fan to play like offensive because they don't have anyone who can open the fight.
Dire's middle tower.
Sure, I feel like this may be a play if they see Legion there, that they can actually go on Luna mid. But Legion was in the jungle at the time, so they didn't know where she was. However, Outpost.
This one, going in for the outpost. It was 3v1 situation. Melted down. It was a mistake made by Van, the core heroes of Team Cignal, that forced them, the rest of Team Cignal, have to retreat. And it's a good chance for Team Geek to push down the creep wave and take the bottom tier 2 tower.
Yeah, that's the most important kill, actually. If they get rid of the Legion, remember I kept saying about the Bane not being able to do anything, how they don't want to go on the Luna. Once the Legion is dead, you immediately smoke up like this, and you just try and find the Luna. No longer can they stop you from locking her down and killing her off, even with a Skadi.
I'm back. Walking up high ground is a bit risky, but it's something that they might do. Here we go. Put up the obstacle ward first. They have some perfect vision before they go into the fight, even though they are fighting near the Radiant Shrine.
Come on. Kuku was so close. You can see it. This is the awkwardness of like frontlining and initiating with your Omni Knight, right? Is his Yules is the only way of doing anything. And it's not like he has an AVO or some sort of cast range talent available. Really, Rubik should be leading the charge. He's the one with the Blink Dagger, the Clumsy Net, and the Lift.
Yeah, true.
But I understand why they frontline Kuku, because you're going to high ground. If there's any hero that should feel confident or allow a team to feel confident about going blind at a high ground, it is an Omni Knight.
Nando and his teammates clearing up the Dire NC, getting ready, control
Radiant's
the
middle
forest
tower
on the
is
left-hand
under
side of the
attack.
map, and now they're doing some big smoke. Whoever they see, they're just gonna fight. Get their Mantas up ready. And got a plenty
Yep.
Radiant's
HP.
middle tower is under attack.
Can they find anyone though? Nando is so fast, but they read it in time. It's a long way to cover, and
Radiant
also look
are
at the lanes. There's
scanning.
no one showing from the side of Cignal. It's just too obvious to Geek fan what is occurring here.
Important
Making back
maneuver
up.
coming out from Team Geek from got away from
By the
that
way,
dangerous gold gank.
I was about to say, look at Grimm's and then ask yourself why he doesn't have the Helm of the Undying checked in. It's literally, there we go. Just as I call him on it. He had that in his backpack for like 2 minutes. I'm like, really? It's literally got your name in it, buddy. The item was designed for you. I don't know what it is about Cignal and Helm of the Undyings, but it's very concerning. At least they eventually remember these games. But yeah, things will calm down for a moment. You're in a scenario where
It's
the
been
next
a
road
while
is the big one.
since the last big fight.
Because you're
Yeah,
hesitant. Like, there's the Luna, who's fat as all hell, and also has a clip level 3 available. Whereas Geek Fam, they're in a situation where it's just one more item. And they might finally have those items because they are going towards the BKB now in Rio, but that's already there for Drow. Drow can now frontline and maybe deal with the Luna.
Drow Ranger is really fat right now. All the even Paladin Sword.
Yeah, let's not shame him too much, but he's a chunky monkey right now. He's got the Paladin Sword for the lifesteal, the BKB, the Hurricane Pike. It should be very hard to lock down this Drow. But remember, if you do duel her, you can bring her down. There is a counter side though. It's a double-edged sword. If you use the duel, that means you don't have to press the attack save, and there could easily be a Fiend's Grip onto Nando. That
Hey, wait! In the middle lane, they are so close to each other. Inside Dubu
close
put
enough.
the Nightmare on him. It was safe by pressing attack. That is one of the most important skills in the team fight right now
Yep, you get.
to be safe from the Fiend Grip of the Bane, like you mentioned earlier.
Dire's
Taking
middle
down the
tower
mid-tier
is
2
under
tower,
attack.
ready to go for more.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
it's kind of an awkward dance for both sides because now you've got this Bane, like he realizes how useless he feels because of the press the attack. However, on the other side, you do have an Undying. It's not really a hero that is able to initiate the fight, so even on that ground, you're really looking at cause for both sides to initiate fights. Maybe Rubik, but he doesn't feel safe blinking in because they have so many ways of punishing him, especially the Skywrath. If you have like
I think
duels or a
it's
4-star,
more worth for him to stay on the back line and stealing some, and just try to counter all the catching skills from the.
yes, no. Like, he needs to initiate for his team, right? Because you actually hit on it earlier. They don't really have great initiation in Geek Fam, especially if you use the Legion. However, if you find Legion as the first target, he'll blink away. They had an Observer. That was a value Observer. It was expiring in 5 seconds. Whew. And yeah, they sentry too late. They're like, wait, how did they know? And if they just look at this, they put down the sentry, but they didn't even see it. Oh, hold up. All right. Nice. It's time. All right, Jamesy, calm down. Whoa, boy.
Yeah.
Cignal confirmed DDoSes.
Oh my god.
Cignal uses irony. It is super effective.
I haven't watched that match. What actually happened? Game with Cignal.
I didn't see it, but I heard that what happened is it was a typhoon or something had happened, something out of their control,
Yeah.
and thus they weren't able to play the game. And the admins asked TNC if they want to continue, and that's why TNC is getting a lot of flack. The reality is, like, you don't know how long you're gonna wait. You're tired. You just want to get on with it. It sucks, but holding TNC responsible that some people do, I don't think is the right solution. I think one of the big problems is these sort of things should like immediately go to like there should just be a type as like go to Discord, right? And then the captain can talk to the admin, and then they can work it out between them, and no one should be blamed for this stuff. Like this stuff happens. It sucks, but like, do you really expect TNC to wait? They probably would have been sitting there 18 hours waiting, right? Because it was a typhoon. They're in there is going to be knocked out for quite a while, right? That would just be stupid. So I think maybe the thing we can take away from that is those sort of discussions shouldn't happen in front of us, the community. Those are private things that should be discussed. No one feels good about getting a default win like that, despite what people believe. It sucks, right? Especially for these competitive players that want to be the best of the best. When they have to take an easy win, it sucks. It's the same reason they'll get into their pub games, they'll random the hero, and they'll immediately drop that mango and that fairy fire they get for free, and they'll delete it. Because it's an unfair advantage, and they don't want it. They want to prove that they are the best because they are the best.
And that was a promising moment. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take for Geek Fam to come back on this one. But that looks unusual. Whole team disconnected. I'm gonna show you guys some items I'm not sure how long.
I mean, it does look that unusual. Cignal, they took it in their stride. People have internet issues, but yeah, the neutral items, I actually don't mind both sides. I think both sides got good neutral items at tier 3 here. Like the repair kit for Cignal. I always hate this. It's like the losing team gets a repair kit. It's like the game is telling you to get in your base. It's like, for God's sake, this is not helping. But they got Helm of Undying and Spider Legs. These are two very good items. Spider Legs, a lot of people have been feeling that maybe it's a bit too strong, as it does give you the no pathing, which is potent. Especially if you're a hero like Grimm's, right, on this Undying, because you can now just get deep with the Spider Legs and place a really good tombstone. On the other side, Geek Fam, they got some good ones as well. You already mentioned the Paladin Sword, which is great for the Drow. The Orb of Destruction, however, is a big one. The concern is, yeah, Drow's going to carry it. I was wondering who might carry it, because Drow's eventually going to get to a stage where it's going to feel like a burden to keep that item in your inventory.
Too broken indeed. I am looking at a graph. It's like Geek Fam. It used to be on Geek Fam's side for both Golden and Experience. Going back to Cignal since minute 18. Been Cignal game in the past. I mean, oh wait.
It's been Cignal hunting basically, whereas Geek Fam have just been trying to get their next item. They understood that they weren't stronger and they have given room. It's just inevitably someone is going to get caught out each time. This is really good from Cignal. I like what they're doing, because remember, the thing I've been critical of is the item builds, which this game looks pretty fine, and also the way they coordinate. And so far, they have been coordinating in a way that they kind of starve Geek Fam out of 60 to 70% of the map. And yeah, that thumbs up was just about the admin. He's busy clarifying details now.
I think.
Yeah, the update.
I think it's gonna be a while.
They have no internet.
It's gonna be
they
a
have
while.
no internet right now. So that was 3 minutes ago. Give them a little bit of time.
Kind of funny when this thing happens. A Cignal game again. Even though it's not
It's
that
a sad situation. It's Well, there we go. One has rejoined. Cuckoo has made it, and it begins. Geek Fam are returning. We will get our game.
Alright, Kalako Natisoy Nae. What is that? But
I thought you were gonna give me like a really cool translation there.
Oh really?
It's like, nope, ain't got a clue what that is.
Oh.
It's like me reading French out loud. It's like, yep, don't have a clue what he said, but it's kind of fancy.
I act like I know.
Yeah, just like you should just say with authority. I get this with Lizard all the time when he reads like Russian. I know he probably doesn't understand it, but he says it with such confidence that you believe him.
I would like to learn Russian too. But
Russian would be a fun one.
It's
what we call. It's what we call
is
like
it
playing
hard
from a
to
position of
pronounce?
authority. Some Russian can be difficult. It's to do with the fact that it's a completely different keyboard layout, right? Like it's Cyrillic. It's a completely different language. Just like imagine if you had to learn Chinese, or you were to learn ancient Egyptian, right? They're a lot harder than learning maybe old school kind of Greek.
All right,
like
we are
Greek.
back in the game. Happy about that, yeah.
Roche is going to be up in 10 seconds, so it's a perfect time to get back to it.
Well, I think both teams need to set up some at the Roshan pit right here. They are
No, there's a Courier in there.
not that far. Yeah.
Cignal
Nice.
see it with the Courier. Whose Courier is that? Who's the smart one? Who micros? Probably Grimm's. I have a feeling it was Grimm's.
Raven pushing out a creep wave. Oh, shot. I feel so satisfied when I see somebody use a multi-shot. I don't know why.
Can you see them use a multi-shot?
Huh?
Are you like, are you a Medusa fetishist? Do you like see Medusas in games like, oh,
Yeah.
All the arrows.
Especially when she kills a lot of creep. I feel
be honest, Cyclops. Are you a big Legolas fan? Like you like the actor from Lord of the Rings or something? You see him shoot all those arrows, like, hell yeah.
No. I am not so into all the archers, but it's just, killing something a lot in one time. In the game, of course, in the game, it just makes you sometimes satisfied.
In the game, I swear, those bodies in my closet, they don't belong to me.
Oh my god.
Don't know how they got there.
This is so awkward. Alright. Let's look at this guy. This is Raven. Can he kill the whole crew and make somebody satisfied?
Well, they are dangling Nando again. And yeah, don't go any further forward, buddy. Like, they're both teams are just waiting for the other to slip up around this pit. The first one to do so will inevitably die, is the way they're viewing this game. Like, if you misuse a clip, you're in trouble. Yep, they realize, like, hold on a sec. If we misuse a clip. So if we just hold it as an insurance policy, Geek fam don't want to fight, right? But that's where you're wrong. They've got BKB.
All right. This is going to be a big fight after a long break. What are they going to do? They retreat. 60% HP left for the Roshan.
Yeah, but no one wants to hard commit. They were just trying to see if they could get away with it. The moment that you get all the heroes off the map, alarm bells in Cignal's mind. They're like, okay, something is occurring here. It's all right. Everyone's just going to pitch up tents and we're going to sit around the river for like the next hour until Geek fam disconnects again and Cignal take Roche. Or smoke and find a big target. Look at this. The wide wraparound.
This is quite interesting. All right, they're gonna catch it. Real Yard first. Seems like he off the position. Real Yard melted down. They need to fight the rest. That's the key heroes of Team Geek fam. The rest of Team Geek fam need to retreat. Nando right in front. He moving forward with 469 movement speed. You can't run away from this Luna. Oh, we go. Last night, feeling orders to slow that Cuckoo down. If they lose 2 more or 3 more of the heroes, I think Geek fam will easily lose their first set of racks. That's what I'm talking about. Nando is ready to go up on a high ground.
I don't think you go up a high ground just yet. I think you try and probe after Roche, because you're probably thinking maybe they don't have buyback on OD, because Luna just went loco and they didn't buy back on the shrine. But this is Roche. This is definitely Roche. I don't think they can breach base just yet, but if Geek fam slip up like that and get caught again, then this will most definitely be 1, possibly 2 sets of racks.
And that's the Aegis, ladies and gentlemen. A sign of light. Hey, okay, a cheese for Van.
Oh, they're good.
Come on, man.
Okay.
No.
I think you give it to the Razor, because Razor's going to be frontlining. Van's job is just to jump someone and duel them. And other than that, he's just a buff. Your 2 frontliners in this game are going to be the Luna and the Razor. So anything that buffs them up and enables them, good. I guess Jamesy is really obsessed and attached to his braces, though. You know, 2 braces do hold up your trousers, so it makes sense. How's Raven looking? Going towards the MKB next. Okay, much needed as the butterfly is there for Nando. In fact, he almost has Satanic. You need to lock down this Luna hard, and I'm not really sure who's going to do it right now. I feel like we're running the same issue we've been seeing with OD recently, which is where is his impact? Like, it almost feels like he missed his window, and now you're waiting for him to get back to a point where he's useful.
Okay. Nando moving forward to the tower. Very high damage for Nando, getting ready to go up on a high ground. How are they gonna set up the defense? Nobody here. Nobody here at all. Looks like my classmate. Let's go. Omni Knight.
Knock, knock.
The tower is about to go down. They already got the tower. How are they gonna deal with this Luna? Start striking on the barracks. Staying on the front line. He can easily just pop up the Satanic to drain all the HP back. Easy setup racks for Team Cignal.
Well, they haven't got the melee racks yet. Geek fam actually pushed them away. I'm surprised they backed off that easily, because the range racks doesn't really count much. It's the melee racks you need. That's when the waves will start to push in against your opponents heavily, and there you go.
Let's do it one more time. Come on. Push it. Man, Geek fam is still the same problem. They don't have any initiator at all.
No, they are in a situation where they keep saying 1 more item on Ryoya, and it's never enough. But now they have the BKB, so you either fight or you die here.
They're walking up on the high ground. Somebody's gonna get the Nightmare. He get forced up inside. Can they kill him before? Now he's gone. He's gonna come back full HP, full mana. I think Geek fam need to protect the area and stop the rest of Team Cignal to moving in and save the hard carry right here. Turn on the Eclipse. That's a lot of damage. Said the Eclipse also dropped, but he can't stand the damage of the right clicking of that Nando. Shooting. Oh my goodness. Money comes and goes, but boomerang of that Luna will always come back. Keep on striking. Razor in front, but he can't stand the damage of that Raven as well. Right clicking on him, then lost the Razor, but however, Team Cignal managed to get the Parax. Somebody gonna get netted down, and it's a Reese. Double kill.
That was fairly sloppy from Geek fam. There was a moment where they could actually control the Luna without hard commit. The Nightmare came out from Dubu, and then immediately the split shot from Raven. He actually, with the multi-shot, did get rid of the Nightmare, which woke up the Luna. Yes, you forced Starlight deep. It was well played from then on, but that was them salvaging a mistake at the beginning of the fight. And as a result, they do get free heroes as well as claiming the Aegis, but getting rid of on Luna rather. But the other big issue is you did lose your melee racks. Like, that's painful. And you're now in a situation where Luna, if she gets back into your base once and they find a snipe off onto Raven, the Luna will just delete your whole base.
Radiant's middle tower is
Because
under
now
attack.
you could easily just die back on Raven.
All right.
Even Dubu as well, actually. That's another thing to highlight, right? Remember I was saying how important the Legion is? Has to be there to press the attack. He was late. He was extremely late there to save. And if he'd been quicker, I don't think they even lose the Aegis because you have the Satanic or Nando.
But it's kind of hard to break through the defensive line of the Geek just now.
He should have the blink available all times, though. That blink is important. You're either blinking to duel someone instantly or to press the attack. But you did get Dubu still, and this is the other big thing. Now it matters less because if you snipe out the Bane, your Legion can just die. He can go farm jungle for another 20 minutes or whatever the hell you want to do, and you can still just take the base as a Luna.
All right. And now there goes the shrine. Well, I can see a hope we might get to see game number 4 soon. If they can just get up to the high ground, get one more set of racks. Any suggestion on the defense of Team Geekon?
I think you need to get a pick off proactively. If you sit in your base for the next fight, the result of a Luna fighting you in your own base is usually you lose some buildings, even if you kill her. You're already 1 set down. I wouldn't want to be 2 sets down when you consider like OD is not a good hero for pushing out lanes. Neither is the Omni Knight. The only real people who can push out lanes well is the Drow. Yeah, the Drow with the multi-shot.
Wow, just like what you say. They're smoking,
I mean,
and they're trying outside.
Yeah, even then, actually, like Raven, the new Drow isn't that great at pushing out lanes. Like, the multi-shot's not bad, but you have to have enough damage. And if it's against super creeps, it just kind of tickles. Don't get me started on mega creeps. Old Drow is definitely better.
Hope staying inside on the high ground. This is the place where they are kind of confident with their team fight skill. Waiting for Team Cignal to come in to the trap. Grims.
Nice move there by Skyra. He's getting vision with that concussive shot chasing across, so he pings on the high ground here, which means they know they'd be walking into a Geek fam trap if they try and move into the dire side.
Yeah. Alright.
I think we'll calm down.
15 to 16. Game, it's kind of low action game, but it's full of tactic, and the maneuver is really interesting in this game.
Yeah, but you have to be, right? Like, Cignal, they're playing a bit defensive. We expect this, but they are still keeping control. My concern is there's a 4-minute window that you want to exploit, where if you find a kill into Drow or onto the Bane, you are in full control, right? And it's not like they're at risk. They have their buyback, so you can play risky if you're Cignal right now.
And that's the buyback stated, ladies and gentlemen. Luna, buyback, yes. Omni Knight, buyback.
Razor did just buy out on something. He's got a new item coming out. Yes, the Ag's complete. Okay, so he's fully on this. If he dies, they might be in a little bit of trouble. Especially with Roche maybe being up in about a minute's time. It's crucial that if he does commit to a push in here, they hold strong and prioritize keeping the Razor alive. On the other side, items being farmed up. We've seen that MKB now for Raven. He's going for a butterfly next himself as the Luna is running out of slots. She doesn't really have room for an MKB. It's a good item.
Yeah, I like that.
But it's a long way off.
True.
Also, OD is going for that Hex.
Hey,
if he gets the Hex, it's game changing.
Teleported down right there.
No, they will cancel. You realize what you do when you're in that situation is you begin the TP, you instantly look at the lanes, you go, Geek Fam is showing no one, and then you cancel the TP.
Top lane
So remember, it's like 6 seconds, and then it's an extra 1.5, the additional TPs. So if you do TP in, someone on your team's going to die in that 1 second window. Oh.
Hey, you think we're going to get to see a level 30 hero?
Level 30 heroes, there's no XP talents to play, right? So, well, actually, I think there is an Omni Knight. Omni Knight is pretty underleveled, though. James, he's doing remarkably well on the XP front. It's possible. I think Cignal have the means to close out this game before that if they get their hands on the next Aegis. So that's the deciding factor for me, Cyclops. If they get another Aegis on the side of Cignal, you won't get to see level 30 this game.
But I think it's gonna be a big contest coming out from Geek Fam for sure at the river, and the game might decide it at the Aegis fight.
This is a good moment to move out as well, because the neutral items, the next tier is starting to spawn, so you want to actually get some camps, maybe get a good item, and they might find a kill here.
Look at how they draw. They found the Skyrock mate. That is quite important hero to find. And they catch this one too. Luna need to set up the BKB waiting for support, but for support not found. Luna getting fiend grip. He's gonna go down. How he stayed. Luckily he still got a buyback. But I don't think he will just buy out on this one.
No, I think if you're Geek Fam, the ultimate play here is you walk someone into the pit and stand there to bait them and see if they just insta buyback. But they put the core in, they know that it's not up, they won't be fooled. It's still a minute and a half, so that death for Luna doesn't hurt you, and you probably won't be forced to buy back on her either. Still a good play though. It allows the side of Geek Fam to get out of their base, get some vision down, get the D wards, and be ready for when there is a Roche engagement. Also allows them to get that chance to get neutral items. And look at this. You have a Rubik on your team and you just found a timeless relic. This is a wet dream. This is like the best of the best items you can get as a Rubik.
Yeah. Oh my god.
This is what you dream of when you go to sleep as a Rubik player. Picking up this neutral item.
Timeless relic. Man, this Rubik is shining brighter than my future with this item.
He's shining bright like an exterminatus. This hero, that stacks with arcane supremacy. So that lift, someone might as well just alt tab out of the game and play a game of, I don't know, battleships or something while they wait. Because they'll be in the air for a long time. Thinking like what the big steal is here. Like ancient steal, you steal that, the Skywrath is going to be silenced for all eternity. And he doesn't have any way of dispelling either. So you end up creating a scenario as a Rubik alone where this Legion Commander is sitting there going, damn, I hope you're all stacked when we get stunned because I need press the attack AoE. Meanwhile, looks like Steel Ray
getting ready,
choice for Raven.
So close, man.
Wow.
I can't hardly wait for the Rotan fight. It's gonna be a big fight.
Luna bought out. She committed to a Lincoln. This has to work. If she gets caught by another Fiend's Grip and she dies, that's a long time without a Luna, and you might just lose. Because their lineup, Geek Fam, they can take base quickly at this stage with a Drow. And there's Roche.
We're gonna go in first. Yeah. The question is that it's all about who getting gone on, and how quick you can get rid of the key speller.
I think Nando just needs to hold back, don't rush towards the pit. Just get that little bit of gold left to get the buyback again. He bought the Lincolns maybe a little bit too soon, but there wasn't a fight forced, so the window is already closed. He's down to 30 gold until buyback. So he will get away with it. And now that means you're looking at Ryoya, who doesn't have buyback. He committed to the sheep stick.
I mean, the concussive shot is really annoying to Team Geek from.
It's the vision factor, because it passes over, right? It's like a mini clockwork rocket flare, like you see.
Can't move at all. Being scouted all the time.
It's not just that, like it's the vision as much as the movement. Because you're just spamming it across, and it is like a pseudo clockwork at that stage. Just spotting people on the way.
Saab himself back. Nando already down to the river.
And that is all I am the tier 4 for Geek Fam. Decent one. Illusionist Cape. It's not the best with these heroes, but the Prince's Knife. That 1.5 second Hex. Find the right target. Maybe give it to the Bane, actually. Ooh, actually, Bane would be decent because of the Enfeeble, but at the same time, Rubik. Because of the buff with Arcane Supremacy and the Timeless Relic.
Alright.
I think you give that item to Rubik.
Moving away from the Roshan pit, they might clash outside. Getting ready for it. Positioning is really crucial at the moment.
They gave the Princess Knife to Cuckoo. Like, I get it, because you can still Hex, even though you don't benefit from projectile speed, but a Rubik who has, like, how much debuff amplification is that now? It's like 60, 70%. So that 1.5 second stun becomes like a 2.5. I definitely think you give that item to Rubik, and I think he has actually, he just picked up his Ags. Yeah, if he synthesized, like, I think you synthesize an Ags, and then just take the Princess Knife.
Oh my god, this is so under pressure. I am the commentator. I still like, oh man, this is so much pressure.
It's
I'm gonna
intense.
take
'Cause
intense,
you
man.
know that Cignal should be pushing their lead, but at the same time they're reluctant because they're one game away from losing.
Because
Radiant
if
are
they win this
scanning.
game, they can change the momentum and turn the tide around.
Yeah, it's the beginning of a comeback, but this is always the hardest point, right? It's like getting over the hump. Because you are friend, you're so close to losing this, you can't afford to take as risks as freely as the side of Geek fam. That's the hesitation, because they realize whoever goes in that pit first, whoever commits hard into that pit first is likely to die. You need a pick off before you go in. That goes for both
Disconnected.
sides.
Yeah, FPS drop. Ugh. What a long day I have been passing. For 7 hours.
Yeah, you've been going since very early.
Yeah, 7 hours so far. It was great. The first series was so action-packed. Yeah, kind of sad that most of the game were decided since the drafting phase.
Yeah, I feel like this series is a bit more even on the drafts. It's like I said, it comes down to execution. This time around, Cignal have just been more responsible with their draft, I think is the right words. Their items make sense, they've been rotating together, and they know when they should be fighting. And they're constantly looking for the aggression of Geek fam. They are trying to punish the OD pick as much as possible, because I mentioned it before, this hero really spent most of the game one item behind. This is finally where he can start to catch up, and I'm excited to see if the OD late game can do something. He has a huge mana pool, it's a lot of pure damage.
People talk down on OD late game a lot. Saying it's not that. Oh, now he's being caught from behind. That's not looking good. OD not gonna do anything. Stuck in a duel forever. Now here we go. The next one is going to be Razor. No, Razor actually whip up that Cuckoo. Down 3. Down for Team Geek from. It's time to push in.
In the underscape.
That is a peculiar play to say the least. Geek fam, they decided to lead OD into the high ground because they have vision near the river. But it's low ground vision. It never sees it coming. The tombstone gets thrown down, so they have to control the fight from the high ground and keep everyone on Geek fam. Now
Yeah.
the buyback is forced out.
Anyone-
Rio doesn't have buyback.
Anyone that can buy back, they need to buy back right now. So it's still going to be 4v5. Cignal seems to be happy with what they get. They're going to move top, get the mega creeps, and fall back, get the Aegis, and come back again to finish the game, I think. But let's see. Geek fam, they can't open a team fight. I am not sure how they're going to open it. Here comes, turn on the BKB and go straight for that Lina. If these two guys goes down, that should be a 99 call. Definitely Guardian Sanctum for the global. That should buy time for a while. Turn on the BKB. Legion Commander can't do anything to the Omni Knight. He was away. Dropping quite low for that Elise. Force up himself in front line and kill that Elise. Very nice one by the Raven. They still have some hope to defend this one. And look at that, Lina striking on the tier 4 tower. Turn on the BKB. You can't stop this Lina. He's trying to teleport back and he's successful. Somebody still left behind inside the base and it's gonna be Razor.
Okay, if you're Cignal, you just screwed up here. You should have taken the mega creeps. Instead, you go for the greedy throne play. They glyph. Now OD is going to be up. You do not have a buyback on the Skyraft. This is something that Geek fam are aware of as well. Razor will most definitely be forced to buyback, but I don't know if you can even fight at the Roche pit. That should be Geek fam able to pick up an Aegis and Cheese and Refresher Shard.
Wow, that was interesting call from you, man. Really, you think they're strong enough to just go in and get it now?
You have to right now, because look at your base right now. It is one push away from destruction. I think you have to all in this play because the information that you have available to you is that Skyraft most definitely does not have buyback, as
True.
he's still a minute out from having it.
Let's go. Now they're already in. Waiting for the Roshan to be back home. Hey, hello, I'm home. All right. Hey, son, you got a guest. There's a lot of guests around here waiting to slay you. And this is going to be the Aegis and the Cheese and also the Refresher Shard.
However, Nando has the BD. He doesn't want to let this one go freely.
Here we go, Grimm's getting near to
Oh, Grimm's messed up.
Yeah, oh, what? Now he...
Okay, second. They got tombstone down now.
That's gonna be... Here we go. Got the Aegis. This is
So Grimm's messed up because he spider legs, but he didn't go deep enough, so he didn't get vision in the pit. He was trying to get the zombie army started, which would have given them vision so they can move in at the right moment. It was a clutch play if it worked, but it doesn't. And now you're talking about a Geek Fam squad that is 13,000 gold behind, but the weakness in the lineup previously was Ryoya, who now has that Aegis, has his BKB, and next time will have buyback.
Alright, next one gonna be interesting. And plus, Geek Fam didn't even lose the Mega Creep yet.
No, and that's what I'm talking about, right? This is a completely different game if Luna goes to the play top instead of greedily mid. Because if you take the Mega Creeps, I mentioned it already, Geek Fam's lineup are not great at pushing out waves. At least, definitely not Mega Creeps.
Yeah. Only Draw Ranger can push.
Yeah, like Rubik maybe if he gets the right spell skill, but there isn't a great spell, maybe Plasma Field. You still wouldn't feel good about it. And remember, this is not the OD of old. Look at what he's doing right now. This Arcane Orb, one creep at a time. You don't splash damage anymore.
Stressful. Because what's it like in a grand finals? Really? Stress?
I mean, they've been going a long time. Maybe you can feel the fatigue and signal the reluctance because, as I said, one game from Elim. And on the other side, Geek Fam, one game from qualifying. You know, they'd rather do it in free, hence why they're not just giving this one over and going to the next game. And they shouldn't either because they're reaching a point where they become powerful. You have to remember, Cignal, the BKBs are getting lower, right? The Razor one's down to 6 seconds. Credit to Luna where it's due. She's kept up her 8-second BKB this long into the game.
Oh, yeah. That was,
even Legion is now at 9 seconds because he went for it later.
Good one. Very nice one. Black King. Yeah, Luna. You should be on a campaign of reducing the usage of the plastic bag.
Yeah, and the thing is, when you look at OD, he still has that 9-second. Drow still has the 7-second. Surprisingly enough, because of the lack of engagement and very big hesitation for both sides.
Arriving! Here we go. Start striking on the barracks. Can they defend? Nobody is here. Alagonis is on the Luna. He doesn't have an H. He's on the BKB, trying to drain the HP back, but that was so good. Timing using the Fiend Grip. It seems like Geek Fam still holding on to the base. And now they're pushing out, trying to get as more as they can. Next one gonna be Ares. And it's double kill for Ryoya.
Cignal are getting ahead of themselves here. They don't have the Aegis. Their opponents have the Aegis, yet Geek Fam is willing to sit in their base and wait, and yet Cignal are willing to come to them, gift them 2 big kills, and now you're in a scenario where Geek Fam can move out and force those buybacks.
Yes. Definitely have to force the buyback out of those 2.
They do need to be a little bit careful, though, because 2 of their heroes on side Geek Fam do not have buyback right now.
Yeah,
Cuckoo's 2.5 minutes out.
This might be a trap set by Team Cignal, too.
Hey, you can turn it into a trap, but I don't think it was intended to be a trap from the get-go. I think that was them getting overly eager. They're like chanting game 4, game 4. Well, you know, don't get ahead of yourselves, buddy. You still got to win this one, and that's going to be Raven with a DD. We've seen how quickly he deletes the Luna.
See how far they can shooting in. Here we go, Geek Fam Ryoya. Striking on the creeps, on the tower. Striking on ya. Knocking on their door, forcing out the buybacks. But I think will they retreat? Turn on the BKB and coming out of the base. They're just gonna wait until the BKB ran out for that Razor. And going back in once again, shooting for the lower ground, jumping in. Oh, Guardian Sancto in order to save the teammate, dropping a Mystic Flare. But it's more like a Mystic Floor because he turned on the BKB and it was a 0 damage for the ultimate. Not looking good. Geek Fam got what they need, but somebody of them get hexed. The rest need to come back and save them. Another Mystic Flare, but he cancelled it. Now here we go, Plasma Field didn't hit anyone in the front line. Is the duel dropping Sanity Eclipse. That's a hell of damage comes out. JMC falls down. Next one might be that, oh my goodness, walking up to the high grounds already. The fight in a small area inside the tree line might end up with the death of that Nando. Being shot down by the Raven. Turn it Satanic on and get the HP back. He died anyway. He fought back right away. Next one gonna be Ares. Ares fall and Ryoya. No buyback for Ares for 2 minutes. The rest of Team Geek Fam need to retreat. If they lose right here, no buyback. They might lose the game too. No.
Both the heroes who don't have buyback. You need to push the wave out right now. It's 45 seconds, and then they both have buyback.
What a
you
game!
need to buy a little bit of time.
What actually happened, bro?
Late game Science Eclipse is what happens, Cyclops. The change is now the mana difference is what counts, and you saw the damage as a result. Ban instantly getting deleted from the game. James, you almost insta-dying. If he didn't go for this Ags Refresher Shiva's build, he would also just be dead straight away. But he was forced to buy back regardless. He did die afterwards. Now Raven
Oh
Poking
my
prod and
goodness,
gets Nando
that
high
is
ground.
the last barrack left for them. I am 4v3. I am not sure if they can defend on this one, but they got 2 core. They got Drow Ranger and also the Outlaw Devourer.
You don't want to commit in because you're scared. You just saw what Ryoya has. He's got that refresher orb.
You might get caught. Telekinesis, they're trying to aim. And somebody buy back. Oh, they just got a buyback. Oh, just in time. They're trying to kill the Drow Ranger. But being sleep, Drow Ranger die. Bought back right away. Still managed to can't get it. Telekinesis back. They can't lose any more core for Team Cignal. They have no buyback. It's going to be quite hard to catch them, right?
Yeah, they have to find someone to retreat right now because they're vulnerable on all these heroes. None of them have buyback other than the Undying. Jamesy.
Got him already. Jamesy being silenced. Jamesy doesn't have a buyback. That is his last life. And that was...
Even me. Play right now is Luna at this stage should, now that she has no buyback, she should have bought boost of travel. Look at the throne. It's almost exposed. If she bought back right then, there's a chance that you can get in and just quickly whittle down the throne, force them back to base and TP away successfully. But
that would be a risky play too.
It would, but right now you're in a situation where your Razor is dead for 100 seconds. Geek Fam has everyone available. They have the GA. Ryoya did use the refresher though. So maybe you have a window of opportunity that Silence Eclipse is no longer available, but you are hero down. And this should be the moment where Geek Fam look to barrel down mid. As they have a buyback on Ryoya. And he has got enough that he can buy boost of travel once he's committed it.
Crazy, crazy game right here we have in the 3rd game of the series. Hopefully we get to see more, but you know, it depends on the Lady of Luck right now. I think the chance is still 50-50 wide open for 2 sides.
Yeah, this is going to be a close one. Either side could lose this. That's the way it's being envisioned for both of them, right? It's not, they're not seeing the win conditions much as the lose condition when they're thinking about all the buybacks right now. Ryoya is the only one who can see it hit confidently and think about how they win the game because he's the big boy who has the buyback.
Holy craziness. At the bottom lane, it seems like Safer is just going to teleport down to the middle lane. Repair kit.
Raven. Oh, no. Look at this. Look at the damage. That was the repair kit, by the way, as well.
Okay. Look how easy they can take the first set of racks. I think they're just going to let go. Waiting for the Razor to come back and fight 5v5. It would be... It's
the only racks they can take. They aren't at risk of losing everything because look at the tier 2s. Through all this game, we're almost an hour in and Cignal still has 2 tier 2s standing.
It's so hard to win against this team, Geek Fam.
It's so hard to win against this team. Cignal will be the argument in this game as well, Cyclops. This game is very close. Like I said, the only one who can really afford to play in a risky fashion is Ryoya, right?
Yeah.
And it gets a little bit harder now for Cignal because while they did get all their heroes back up, Razor's death wasn't punished further. You have to keep in mind that Ryoya's going to have that double Silence Eclipse for the next fight. And we saw the damage that that does. Even to the Skywrath, in fact.
All right. Whew. Into another smoke into the Roshan pit. Getting closer and closer to the Roshan. This one is going to be the fight that decides everything. This is a grand final. Say hi to all the guys in the chat room. Thank you so much for tuning in to our WePlay Esports EN2 channel. See the grand finals of the Southeast Asia qualifiers. You're here with me, Cyclops, and my killer patient as your co-commentator.
I'm your killer patient. I'm yours now. How did this happen? Alright, I'll take it. The question is, who's going to take Roche? Because it's up in a minute's time. And I'm always watching the runes at this stage of the game, Cyclops. One good rune could decide the game, and that's an arcane rune on a Rubik.
Ow. Wow.
That gets him close to perma-stunning with Lift. In fact,
he got a higher ground.
With Lift.
Are they going to walk down to send in the illusions first?
Omni Knight is revealed. They're picking it out. They realize he has to have allies nearby. They can't surrender the high ground. Nando holds it.
Having some visions because of the concussive shot. They are waiting for it. Telekinesis. Turn on the BKB. Oh no, that's not looking good. Luna for solo. He needs to turn on the BKB. This is going to save him for a while. Legion Commander. Oh man, the target being saved by the Astral Imprisonment. Look at the right click. Here come the Global Guardians. Angel, that was good, but Raven falls for 2 minutes. Zephyr kill him. Zephyr kill too. Zephyr kill Nando. That Jamesy too. A support A small support that can kill the 2 core heroes. What?
My God, they're not done
Telekinesis
yet.
is back into the right click. They have no Relia, but no problem.
Oh my God, Zephyr with the ultra play there, he gets the Eclipse still because there's a
Yeah.
double refresh for the double Eclipse play. He punishes Luna, who barely got away, drops Lily's Savannah for giving him enough time to get the BKB off, and that almost looks so bad for Geek fam because they dropped the double stance Eclipse, failed to bring out the kill onto the Luna straight away. But now, 90 seconds without a Luna having buyback.
Hey Matt, the question is this gonna be enough to just go straight and end the run for them?
They're going to try. They're going to force a mistake because right now they don't have the best pushes on Geek fam, but they have an 80-second window they can't afford to pass up.
Oh
Here
my
they come.
goodness, let's see. Start attacking on the tower already.
Smoke.
Meanwhile, dropping a Mystic Flare. Force up himself in order to dodge that one and just turn his teammates into a sleep mode.
has BKB.
Getting duel, getting healed, turn the BKB. That's not looking good. Somebody gonna get whipped down. It's the Legion commander. He steps on himself. When he touched the ground, he was hit by the right clicking of the Outworld Devourer that acts from imprisonment on himself in order to dodge all the damage. He is out. 4 down for Team Cignal. This is not looking good for Cignal.
It's
Oh
looking
my-
done. Razor in 20 seconds.
But
They're going to lose both these tier 4s at least.
they will surely gonna end the game right here. Geek fam started from behind. Started from the bottom and now they are here destroying the tier 4 tower, about to go for the throne with only 2 guys of Team Cignal to defend.
They have to repair kit. It's slowing it down a lot here. Like I said, the Drow is the one that pushes. He's up in 10 seconds.
Turn on the BKB, but he was stopped by the Fiend Grip. Right clicking on the Razor. Look at the damage. That is ridiculous. Swipe on the throne. Holy Christ.
Raze, like,
How-
the Razor went in too
Don't
early.
hit-
He went in way too early.
Oh wow, it's not even done yet. Luna now back in the scene once again. Guardian thanks her for the second time in this team fight. Turn on the BKB. Dry Ranger shooting at that Luna. Heads on him as well. Right clicking power. Luna is not gonna stand it. Luna falls. And the next one is going to be the Legion Commander as well as the hope of Team Cignal. GG has been called and Geek fam is victorious.